Hey guys, this video is going to be really quick because it's not that hard. I'm going to prove 3 ways that the country Montenegro, keyword Monte, was inhabited by black people first, or Negroes. So, number 1, obviously the word Negro is in the name Montenegro. Right? Look, Montenegro. Negro. What is Negro? Right? The word Negro originates from Spanish and Portuguese words for black, which evolved from the Latin word Niger. European explorers and traders adopted the term during the 15th and 16th centuries, eventually bringing it to the English language to categorize and describe populations of African descent based on skin color. It's basically black people, right? Latin origin. The root is Latin adjective Niger, which strictly translates to black. Colonial area. During the age of exploration, French Negri and English speakers borrowed the Spanish and Portuguese word Negro as they began colonizing and participating in the transatlantic slave trade. Right? Shift to English. Early English colonizers used variations like Negers and Negro when referring to enslaved and free African people. Right? In the United States, the 19th to mid-20th century, activists like W. Du Bois, Frenchmen, advocated for the capitalization of the word Negro in the early 20th century, elevating it as a respectful term of racial identity. It was a standard and accepted term used by black Americans themselves during this era. Right? So it means a black person, right? And then obvious, right? You go Negro. Right. Shows a black person. Now, when you go to Negro, Montenegro, it says Montenegro is a stunning Balkan nation on the Adriatic Sea, celebrated for its dramatic fusion of jagged limestone mountains and sparkling blue coastline. Now let's go to Wikipedia. Right. Etymology: Montenegros, Montenegrin, Sierra Negora. English name is a literal translation from a Venetian calque of the Montenegrin phrase Sierra Negora, or Black Mountain, derived from the appearance of Mount Levocan, which was covered in dense evergreen forest. Right? Now, watch this. Right? Watch this. It's going to say a mountain, right? Black Mountain, but when you type Negro Mountain, right? It's a Negro mountain in Maryland, right? I think, right? Pennsylvania, sorry. Yeah, Maryland. Pennsylvania. Negro Mountain is a long ridge of the Allegheny Mountains in the eastern United States, stretching 30 miles from Deep Creek Lake in Maryland north to the Castleman River in Pennsylvania. Right? Let's see where it comes from. Right? Details behind the naming of the Negro Mountain are not precisely known, and a number of local stories have circulated in the past. Most of these are first noted in print in publications of the mid-19th century to early 20th century. The various stories seem to share a couple elements: that of a band of white soldiers or hunters skirmishing with Native Americans on the mountain during colonial times, and the presence with the whites of an African American companion, variously named Nemesis or Goliath, indicating his great strength or size, who accompanied the whites and died valiantly during the fight. Right? The best documented version of the story takes place during the French and Indian War, Black French versus Indians, in the year 1756. Right? When frontier Colonel Thomas Crisap is known to have led force against Black French and Indian forces on the mountain, a member of his force, a free black man, a black European man, was killed in the battle in manner described by Crisap's published account in the Pennsylvania Gazette of 1756. The mountain became known as Negro Mountain in his honor. So it's honored after a black Englishman, a black European, right? So, and then look where it says right here, for the mountain in North Carolina, more formerly called Negro Mountain, see Mount Just See, it's another one. And it was obviously named, right? Right? History, right? It's another mountain in Mount Jefferson, located in Ashe County, North Carolina, right? Before the American Civil War, the mountain was a popular hiding place for slaves who escaped from their captors in the central eastern section of North Carolina. As a result, legend, its peak was named Igor Mountain. According to the other source, Igor Mountain was named from its black granite coloration. Yeah, right. Because it had black people, black Europeans on the mountain. So I'm saying, right, there's two mountains in the United States that are named after black people or black Europeans. And then it says for the country of Monte Balkans, see Montenegro. So I'm just trying to tell you, like, this country is named because there's Negroes there in Europe. Just like these mountains were named after your black Europeans. So that's the first way. Right? Now the second way is the second way would be obviously Monte. Now, please tell me, what white person or non-black person besides Spanish has the name Monte? I can name you 1,000 people with the name Monte. In fact, I'm gonna show you one of my old high school basketball teammates. Right, Monte, right, Jermonte Hill. One of my old basketball teammates, Negro. Right, Negro. Right, I can just type Monte. Right, what race in the United States contains the first name Monte the most? Right. Okay, the first name Monte is predominantly found among white. Yeah, right. I don't know why the AI is saying that. Yeah, this is dumb. This is why is the AI saying this? Because I never met. You know how many black Montes I know, right? But watch this. We'll just type Monte. Right, Johnson. We'll put Monte Williams. Keep showing black people, right? Monte Williams. Let's do Jackson. Monte Jackson, football player. Monte. We'll do Smith. I'm just see what it says. Okay, it'll show a white person there, but there go a black Negro. Negro right there. Shoot, we'll do Monte Jones. Okay, now it's showing why. I have no idea why it's showing. But I'm just saying this is a black person first name. Alright. And then last, it's pretty easy. Is Montenegro a high place of skin cancer? Okay, no, Montenegro is not considered. Well, I don't know why the AI is saying this, right? Right. So, but what I'm trying to tell you is, right, it's hot. Montenegro is one of the hottest. It's not hot, but it can get hot, right? Montenegro, rather. 9 degrees. Right. So we go to TikTok. Right. Can I pause this? We're gonna type Montenegro beach. I just want to see what happens. Right. Now we're gonna put sunscreen. Right, Montenegro sun was, and the sunscreen generally stayed in my bag the entire trip. This is the Soul Tan Mini sun care spray. Right. I don't know why she's put it on. She's kind of tan, but I guess she still needs it. I guess, but your sunscreen, right? So I'm just saying a bunch of videos of people in Montenegro putting on sunscreen. Right. But yeah, that's it.